Good morning, everybody. It is great to see a full house here today. Thank you for being here. On behalf of the Midland Business Alliance, I want to thank you for joining us for our 2025 State of the City Address. My name is Tony Stamas, President and CEO of the Midland Business Alliance, and I have the honor of emceeing today's event. Now, I'd like to kick us off appropriately to invite Brad Blanchard, Director of the Great Lakes Bay Veterans Coalition, to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. Brad.
The flag was not my responsibility. It was thrown out there right now.
I would like to ask Pastor Wally Mayton to please give us a prayer to open us up, and we will say the Pledge of Allegiance in just one moment.
You get top billing.
Well, prayer should take precedence anyway, shouldn't it? That'll prepare us well. And we need no flag. If we could pause for a moment, let us ask God's blessing. In the midst of all the uncertainties of our seasons, we come to you to give thanks. The seasons change, and in each season there is the arrival of a new hope. We renew our hope, and we offer thanks. We offer thanks for the guidance and direction of those called to lead and to serve, and we seek blessing upon a community built on a foundation of advocacy and mutual compassion and care. Today we seek inspiration, we seek motivation, we also embrace the spirit of celebration over achievements and accomplishments. We ask that you move us forward with confidence and in trust as we gather now as a community filled with vision and fulfilled with hope for new fulfillments according to your purpose. We ask blessing especially on those who grieve or are experiencing loss, not only locally but globally. And we pray indeed that we may, with compassionate, kind hearts, continue to respond with energy and focus. We say this in our God, holy God's name. Amen. Thank you.
Brad.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Wonderful. Thank you, Pastor. Thank you, Brad. Please, I'm going to have a couple of comments, but please continue to enjoy your lunch that they're serving right now. We're excited to hear from the mayor in just a few minutes, but I do want to take just a second to touch on some really exciting economic development activities happening around the community. You know, we're always thrilled when we hear about local businesses that will grow jobs and investment. And there's a few highlights that we thought we really should make sure, and they were supported by our city council. We're going to hear a lot more about the city here in 2024, 2025. You think about it, and those of us that live here know we have a wonderful, diverse, and vibrant community and economy. Now, this includes industrial, retail, and service industries. But it's safe to say that a legacy cornerstone of what we know today is the iPark. Now, sometimes to look forward, it's important that we look back. You think about a decade ago, the property that was and had been for decades the Dow Michigan Division and Dow Corning operations, only separated by Saginaw Road. And then came the announcement of a merger and a spin. Now, safe to say that created a lot of questions and some concern in terms of what would be the impact in Midland and the region. But if we look at where we stand today, we once again see that in times of uncertainty, it also provides great opportunities. We have an iPark that includes our foundational partner, Dow, but also has new partners in DuPont, Corteva, IFF, Trentio, and Cabot. No longer separated by Saginaw Road, we continue to see investment in the iPark. Dow's announcement last year of their project with Michigan operations builds on over 125-year collaboration with our community. But it's also enormously exciting to see continued investment from our other partners. Just in the last month, 6 weeks, Midland City Council has supported proposals from both DuPont and Corteva that would invest tens of millions of dollars on their respective facilities. Yes, thank you. Corteva's $27 million lab build project will retain 45 high-quality jobs, and with support from $200,000 in business development grant funds from the Michigan Strategic Fund and the City of Midland support with an industrial facilities tax exemption. This investment reinforces Midland's position as a hub for agricultural innovation, and the expansion underscores the strength of our local economy and the commitment to supporting R&D-driven growth. DuPont's $20 million processing facility expansion further strengthens Midland's leadership in specialty manufacturing and advanced materials. The project will create 20 new full-time jobs and retain 9. With the City of Midland's partnership in an industrial facilities tax exemption secured and the state incentives under review, this investment highlights the ongoing growth and competitiveness of our business community. And as mentioned, in 2024, Dow led the way with an incredible investment in modernizing its operations, reinforcing its role as a cornerstone of Midland's economy and a testament to forward-thinking vision. We continue to see a lot of interest in Midland, both from businesses looking to come here and established companies expanding. Midland has proven to be a community of choice, and all of you take a part in making that a reality. We are thankful to partner with the City of Midland, Midland County, and so many partners across the community. We could not be successful without our members, our growing MyPros program, and of course the Midland community as a whole. So take time to enjoy your lunch for a few minutes, and we'll be back in about 10 minutes. Thanks for being here. Now I would like to introduce Elizabeth Lombard. She's our first speaker sponsor from Dow Gardens to introduce our mayor. Elizabeth, please join me in welcoming her.
Good afternoon. We are honored at Dow Gardens to sponsor the speaker sponsor and take a moment to share about the exciting things happening at Dow Gardens. First of all, I would like to let you know that according to the calendar, winter has officially left and turned into spring. Yeah. And you can especially feel it at Dow Gardens. In just a few weeks, you will be able to enjoy over 20,000 tulips and daffodils and rhododendrons in bloom. It's coming. And you can also enjoy those spring blooms as you stroll along enjoying wine at Festival of the Senses 2.0. It's coming back on May 9th. If you'd like to, you can purchase tickets. The team asked me to put that little nugget in there today for you. But it really is a neat time to stroll the gardens and just enjoy the beauty of being out in a Michigan spring evening. Nothing like it. And right now through April 20th, you can enjoy butterflies in bloom. So it may snow outside in the spring here, but it is tropical inside the conservatory, full of colorful butterflies, green and blossoms. So please come if you're staying around for spring break. It makes a great spring break staycation. And you can stop by our table back there if you'd like to before you leave. It looks like spring over there. Kathy and Elizabeth Beans did a great job bringing in fresh flowers for you to enjoy. So please stop and learn about what's going on. But today I have the privilege of introducing Mayor Maureen Donker to deliver our keynote address. Maureen Donker has served on the Midland City Council since 2007. She was elected mayor by her fellow council members in 2009 and has served continuously since then. She is a dedicated member of our community, currently serving on multiple boards of directors, which you can see in your program today. Her contributions have earned her several prestigious awards of recognition and her commitment to the community. Maureen is employed as the executive director of Reese Endeavor, a local nonprofit that provides housing for individuals with special needs. And I will tell you that the Reese Endeavor puts on the best garden walk anywhere that you will find. 22 years of garden walking, well done. She also facilitates the Cabot Corporation Community Advisory Panel at their Midland location. Maureen is a proud, lifelong resident of Midland. She is a graduate of Northern Michigan University and the Great Lakes Bay Institute for Leaders, and she is a proud wife, mother, and grandmother. So Maureen, I have the honor of welcoming you to the stage.
It's going to take me a minute. Okay, I think I'm on now. Well, John kind of made me tear up a little bit, I have to tell you that. He has a habit of doing that to me, but that's okay. So, is that okay? Elizabeth, I want to say thank you so much for the introduction. John, thank you for sponsoring today's event, Three Rivers. And Tony, my sincere thanks to you and your team at the MBA for inviting me here today and for your unwavering support of our community throughout the years. You make a meaningful difference in Midland in helping us thrive, and we appreciate the partnership with you. And thanks for all of you for being here today to hear about your city. It's a great city, let me just say that. I'm pleased to be joined by my colleagues on council, so let me introduce them to you. Tim Solar, Ward 1. Mayor Pro Tem Diane Brown-Wilhelm, Ward 4. Marty Wasbinski, Ward 5. It is my pleasure to introduce to you Dave Pasek, who joined council in November of this last year, representing Ward 3. Some of our city staff are here as well. Brad Kay, our city manager, city attorney Chris Komara, assistant city manager for development services, Jacob Kane. And in September of last year, we welcomed a new member to our leadership team, assistant city manager Chris Saladin. Chief Nicole Ford. Fine, now you just stand up for a second. Okay. Our chief of police last year completed training at the FBI National Academy. This is a program for top law enforcement leaders, and the program focuses on leadership, crime prevention, and crisis management, giving her the latest tools to enhance public safety in Midland. Now, this was a huge commitment on Nicole's part, and we are grateful for her dedication and the impact that her hard work has on making Midland a safer place to live and work. Thank you. And up on the screen are the names of city employees who won a City Strive award last year for their excellent service for the community. And would everyone from the city please stand up? And would you all please join me in thanking them for the great job they do taking care of our city? Dan Gilmartin is the executive director and CEO of the Michigan Municipal League. And a few weeks ago, Dan sent me an email, and attached to it was this article by Dr. Vivek Murthy, the departing U.S. Surgeon General. Dan's note said, "I read this article and thought of Midland. You are doing exactly what Dr. Murthy talks about." Well, I can tell you, that got my attention. The paper was Dr. Murthy's Parting Prescription for America. It was released in January of this year, and it focuses on the critical importance of community. Odd, you might think, I did, that the Surgeon General's parting comments would be about the vital role that community plays to our nation. Not health outcomes, not disease, not poverty, not low birth rates. Community. Dr. Murthy's parents were raised in a small village in India. His father was a physician, and his mother helped manage his medical practice. They spent their lives caring for others and taught their children to do the same. They experienced in India and later in the United States that community of all things is potentially the most potent source of health and well-being that there is. Here's what he says. Community gives us strength and resilience when facing the big challenges and the countless paper cuts that come with moving through the world. It's where we know each other, help each other, and find purpose in contributing to each other's lives. In his paper, he goes on to say that the core pillars of community, service, purpose, relationship, along with the core value of love, can significantly influence everything from crime rates to life expectancy. And interestingly, those are the same pillars for personal fulfillment. So what is it about Midland then that sparks the image of a strong community in my friend Dan? He sees our determination, our creativity, our love for our surroundings. And he knows, because he visits cities all across Michigan, that we have something special. The work of building community takes all of us who must contribute each in our own way. We each must do our part to fulfill those tenets of service, purpose, relationship, and love that help a community thrive. And we must do it with passion and commitment. And I think we do. Midland is incredibly special, and there are things we each do well. The key is we do them together. So now let's take a look at some of our challenges and successes from the last year, and I'll begin with the city. At the city, we continue to focus on the goals that work so well for us: economic sustainability, effective utilization of resources, and providing services that enhance quality of life. There are key issues that remain top of mind for both our residents and the city, and these aren't problems that can be solved overnight or even in a year. Some challenges take time, years in fact, to fully address. Last year, we focused on three major concerns: attraction of talent, housing, and roads. Now, while we made some progress in these areas, they do remain ongoing priorities. And this year, we added three more concerns. Here's what I see as our three main challenges and what we're doing to address those. The first is cost increases and maintaining our current service levels. Every year, we face the challenge of providing excellent services without raising taxes. It's not easy. And with rising costs due to inflation, it's becoming even more difficult to maintain the same level of service at the same cost. The city isn't immune to the impact of inflation, but we are committed to finding solutions, to working smarter, becoming more efficient, and leveraging technology to help us deliver services in the most cost-effective way possible. In this coming months, City Council and staff will continue to identify efficiencies to ensure that we can sustain the high-quality services that our residents expect while we remain financially responsible. The second challenge is the increased cost of compliance and regulatory standards. The city is keeping a close eye on the rules that affect our water, wastewater, and landfill systems. As the rules get stricter, we have to make sure that our facilities meet these new standards, which can be very expensive. For example, we already know that we need to spend a lot of money, about $7 million, to manage the new landfill requirements. Even bigger costs could come from the new rules for our sewer treatment plant, which could cost more than $100 million. And certainly, clean water is important to all of us, and we will always work to make sure that we meet the highest standards. But that, too, comes at a price. These big expenses, these big things might not happen right away, but we do know they're coming, and we're working hard to get ready for it. And the third challenge that we face is completion of state-funded projects. The city has been fortunate to receive a lot of financial assistance from our state and federal government to help us deal with flooding issues. And we are so grateful for the hard work of our community leaders and government officials that helped us get that funding. Up on the screen is a list of priorities that are currently underway. Now, there are deadlines for using this money, which means this project is even a bigger job, but I can assure you that we will get it done. At our annual planning session in January, Council's direction to staff as they prepare the 2025-26 budget was maintain services at the highest level financially feasible. Hold the millage rate at 15.14 mils for the 8th consecutive year. And additionally, we identified funding for the following areas: stormwater management, facility maintenance, and staffing. Now let me tell you about some of the things that we accomplished last year and some of the things that you'll be seeing in the future. And I'll start with planning. After 4 years of working together as a community, we adopted our new master plan, Midland City Modern, in June of 2024. This plan gives us a fresh vision for Midland. It focuses on the important goals and strategies that will help our community to grow and improve. Now that the plan is adopted, we are working to ensure that the new vision becomes a reality by getting to work in a few areas, which include energy reliability, non-motorized transportation, and updating our zoning ordinance. I think we all should be very proud of this document. It is a comprehensive plan, and it's beautiful. And if you're interested in reading it, you can go out online and look it up, or you can purchase a copy in our planning department. Engineering. Last year, I talked about roads being a top concern, and that continues to be true. Here's what we're doing to improve the conditions of our roads. You need to understand this. Water is the enemy of roads. So once you get water into the roadbed, roads begin to fall apart. So we are going to invest more money, and we're going to use a new process to help keep the water out. We believe that this will help our streets last longer but the process will be much more appealing to our residents, we think. Okay, the fire study. That was completed in 2024 and is a comprehensive assessment to evaluate and enhance the services and the response time of the Midland Fire Department. We are working our way through the study's 65 recommendations that speak to staffing, training, facilities, and mutual aid opportunities. And as soon as we have those prioritized, council and staff will meet to discuss the path forward. Our police department has created a specialized drone team to assist in emergencies, and these high-tech tools have already proven to be incredibly useful. They help our officers locate missing persons more quickly, monitor large events to ensure safety, and assess potentially dangerous situations from above before our officers arrive on the scene. By providing this bird's eye view, drones allow our police department to respond more efficiently and make safer and more informed decisions. We know that water is important to everyone, and last year I told you what we were doing to keep lead out of our water system. And today I want to share with you another important step that we've taken to protect the water that we all use daily. Over the past year, the city has put in what's called a source water intake protection program. That's a lot to say. The goal of this plan is to keep the area where we get the water in Lake Huron safe from pollution and harmful substances. This way, this extra layer of protection helps ensure that your water is safe from the source to your faucet. Water reclamation. All the work for the Concept 5 sewer improvement plan is now complete, finished ahead of schedule, and under budget. These projects help to enhance the capacity and efficiency of our sanitary sewer systems during heavy rainfall. By keeping rainwater out of our sewer system, we help prevent sewage from backing up into people's basement. The rest of the work on the Concept 5 is about disconnecting the footing drains from the sewer system, and this work will likely continue for the next few years. The library has a new digital sign on Eastman Avenue, which helps promote the great programs of our wonderful Grace A. Dow Memorial Library. With over 80 programs each month, the sign helps keep the community informed and helps bring more people into the library. With programs like Bunko to Books, Lego building, and even adult story time, I think it goes to show that there's something for everybody at our library. Moving on to parks. The Poseyville Park project took a big step in 2024 as construction began on the pedestrian walkway near the east end in downtown Midland. This project will transform the former industrial site near the Poseyville Bridge into a vibrant public space and connects it to downtown. This project was 100% funded by donations. So no public money is going to be used we had some city staff, I should say that, involved in that, but no public money is going to be used to make this vision a reality. And earlier this year, we adopted a new Emerson Park master plan. This plan will help guide the development of Emerson Park since the removal of Curry Stadium back in 2023. The community was amazing on this, that they were great help in helping shape this vision, and the plan is set, and now we're going to focus on raising money. Meanwhile, the Upper Emerson Riverfront project is nearing completion, and this is the area of Emerson Park that's closest to the Historical Society. This multi-year project to enhance the riverfront includes improved pathways and facilities that allow visitors of all abilities to more easily access and enjoy the Tittabawassee River. Plymouth Pool is undergoing some major upgrades to fix issues, reduce maintenance needs, and improve safety. This $2.5 million project is completely funded by the city, and we hope to have it completed by July. Midland's philanthropic organizations are what make our community even better. Their support just doesn't add value, it makes a real difference in shaping in Midland's future. Last year, philanthropic organizations invested over $41 million in Midland County. Yeah, for sure. Midland Public Schools is a vital partner to the city and plays an important role in shaping both our community's future and the lives of our children. Our school system is one of the reasons people choose Midland to be their home. This May, we will have a decision to make with the upcoming bond proposal, and it's essential that we do our homework, understand the impact, and vote. The faith-based community started Neighboring Week program back in 2011, and it has grown in amazing ways over the years. Neighboring happens every day in Midland, and we've made a special effort to promote and celebrate it during Neighboring Week, which is held the last week of September. The goal is to build a more welcoming, inclusive, and connected community, and Neighboring Week will take place this year, September 28th through October 4th, and I hope that you will all be involved in that in your neighborhoods and in your businesses as well. Midland is a community that thrives when we can, and we struggle well when we need to. Since 2015, Midland organizations have partnered with the University of Pennsylvania on annual well-being projects to ensure our city is at the forefront of evidence-based strategies to help our residents flourish. Later this year, a collaboration between the Legacy Center, the Midland Area Wellbeing Coalition, and Senior Services will launch the Assets Across the Lifespan Survey Initiative, which will help provide local data to help us better support well-being at every stage of life. Together, we're building a city where everyone feels good, stays connected, and has the tools to grow. In 2024, 2 new murals were created in Midland, one at Pizza Sam's and the other at Lalonde's Market. This work takes place during the Art Scene Festival, which will be returning for its 5th year of mural making on May 31st. The festival is a project of Public Arts Midland, and this year they'll be collaborating with the Grace A. Dow Memorial Library to create a 960 square foot mural with regional artists and community members. So please plan to attend the festival and help create Midland's newest mural. The Dow Championship will be back in Midland for its 6th year, June 23rd through the 29th, and as always, it will be a great week full of a lot of fun activities. The organizers are of this event are very strategic about keeping their money local so the region benefits, and each year the tournament's economic impact has increased, and in 2024, it was a little over $18 million for Tournament Week. The tourism industry employs 2,950 people in Midland County. And in 2023, the direct spending impact from visitors was $171 million. Now, the pandemic really, played havoc with the industry, but I'm happy to share that our hotels are making a comeback. And in 2024, their revenue was up by 7.4% from the previous year and reached its highest level ever. So now let's take a walk around the community. And I'm going to begin with the Chippewa Nature Center. This spring, there will be a ribbon cutting for their new $5.2 million Nature Education Center, which is dedicated to serving our community's youth. The Nature Center also purchased an additional 500 acres of land, which includes 1 mile of river frontage. This brings their total property to 2,000 acres, which is now permanently protected for wildlife and future generations to enjoy. Last year, they welcomed over 30,000 people to the Nature Center. We're beginning to see more happening on Bay City Road. Aldi opened their doors in November of last year, and across the street from them, or I should say across the road, I guess, from them, property owners extended Market Drive from Costco to Fast Ice Drive with the hope of attracting more business to that area. 2024 saw the opening of the new Greater Midland Community Center. Their parking lot is now finished. Now add to that their curling center, the Miracle Field with its accessible playground, pickleball courts, the band shell, and Central Park with the human sundial. This area is a great gathering spot for Midland residents. 2 new apartment complexes opened in 2024. Lincoln Park Apartments, which is on Bayless Street, and Center City Lofts, which opened on Jefferson Avenue, and this created a total of 110 new units of housing. Center City continues to grow. Phase 1 of the Saginaw Road streetscape was completed in 2022, and the district has seen some new developments. We were thrilled to welcome Sarah Gay's Ukrainian Bakery to the community. Tommy's Car Wash recently opened, and small businesses have been filling in empty storefronts. Looking ahead, there's a lot of excitement about the opening later this year of Nord Social, which will be a fun gathering spot. And it's also the first business in that district to benefit from a redevelopment liquor license. And Center City is gearing up for phase 2. This year, we'll begin a conversation with property owners and the community to plan the next phase, which will extend the Saginaw Road streetscape north and bring major enhancements to the Circle area. This is one of these where we ask for community input. So I really want to give a huge shout out on this. We have much better results when all of you participate. So I hope that you will come and share your thoughts about this project. The Tennis Center, moving there, the Tennis Center, the Tennis Classic was ranked the top tournament among all 125 level tournaments in the United States and third best globally by the Women's Tennis Association players. This event not only showcases great talent, but it also boosts our economy and draws visitors to our community. Last year, the Tennis Center received a grant from the Convention and Visitors Bureau for pickleball, and I'm happy to say that construction has begun on 7 pickleball courts. One will be a stadium court, so I think there might be pickleball tournaments in our future. I don't know, maybe. Northwood University plays a vital role in our community, extending its impact far beyond the classroom. An independent study earlier this year examined Northwood's economic impact contribution to the region and the state, revealing a significant $212 million impact on our local area. And Northwood continues to invest in modernizing their campus. Their NADA project will include a new conference and event center that will fill an existing need in the local market for venues that can accommodate hundreds of attendees at a time. My Michigan Medical Center. They are making significant improvements to their emergency department. As the health system's reach has grown, so has their influx of patients. In addition to that, the emergency department is now a level 2 trauma, primary stroke, and STEMI receiving center. So are they not only seeing more patients, they're also handling much more complex cases. The changes they are making will enhance capacity, efficiency, safety, and patient experience. And My Michigan will also be launching a new outpatient therapy program for adolescents in middle school and high school with mental health issues. In the last 18 months, nearly 700 patients were seen with behavioral health concerns were treated in My Michigan's emergency room departments, highlighting the need for such a program in our region where there is no other intensive outpatient programs, where no intensive outpatient programs currently exist. This is scheduled to open in the spring. And I just want to say thank you. This is an incredible need. I just admire the fact that you got a grant to help make this happen. And it's something that's important, not just to Midland, but to the region as well. So thank you for that. And I think you should applaud them. The Alden Dow Home and Studio. You know, I don't know if Mr. Dow anticipated the lasting impact he would have on our community when he opened his studio in 1934. However, his visionary work, along with that of other renowned Midland architects, has truly been a gift to our city. Last year, 7,000 visitors came to the Home and Studio to immerse themselves in Alden Dow's philosophy and to explore Midland's remarkable collection of mid-century modern architecture. The Center for the Arts. It isn't just a place to see a show. It is a cornerstone of our community that brings people together, enriches our culture, and inspires future generations. Their $47 million renovation project is underway, retaining Alden Dow's architectural style and vision to be the intersection of art and science. Last year, over 107,000 people participated in activities at the center, and they continue to generate a $12 million economic impact for the Great Lakes Bay region. And congratulations on your new president and CEO, Matt Travis. Many visitors travel 2 hours or more to experience the beauty of Dow Gardens, making it a key part of Midland's tourism and a boost for local businesses. Last year, they broke ground on their new Welcome Center designed to host over 200,000 people each year. And this exciting addition will create a more immersive experience, helping visitors connect with the gardens and discovering the rich history of our community. Now moving to downtown Midland. After years of searching for the right place, downtown Midland is on its way to having public restaurants or restrooms. And I just want to say I'm so excited those porta potties will be gone. Anyway, last summer, the building at 120 McDonald Street went on the market. The Downtown Development Association purchased it, and renovations are underway. The new restroom will include a changing places facility, ensuring accessibility for all and enhancing the downtown experience. And the timing couldn't be better for this, because last year, Downtown Midland Social District, now that's a feature that allows you to walk around with an adult beverage, that was made permanent, and approval was granted to continue the very popular pedestrian plaza into 2028. Work continues on the Oddfellows building, and the remediation is completed on the inside of the building, and they found some cool architectural features during that process. This summer, we're going to see scaffolding around the building as they begin work on the outside, and they hope to have the project completed by 2026. There is never a dull moment at the Dow Diamond, especially when the Great Lakes Loons are in town. This year, the Loons are bringing back their wildly popular 4th of July game and fireworks spectacular. It will be a fun night. It will be a great night of fun and celebration. Actually, it will be a great weekend of fun and celebration. This year, it's called Red, White, and Bluey. In addition to great baseball and fireworks, Bluey will be there with her sister Bingo. I have grandchildren. I know all about that now. Food trucks and Tom Petty and the tribute band. And looking ahead, mark your calendars for September 26th through the 28th for the Field of Frames Fest. Now, this is a competitive esports competition, and the event will feature live music, industry representatives, and high-level collegiate gaming action. Northwood University and Michigan State are among the teams competing, and I do believe that Northwood whomped Michigan State the last time they played together. So, anyway, opening night for the Loons, opening game for the Loons, it's April 4th. I believe that Dr. Murthy was right when he talked about the power of community. You all inspire me, and I hope that you inspire one another. Midland is incredibly special, and while there are things we each do well, the key is that we do them together. Midland, together, forward, bold, an exceptional place where everyone thrives. Thank you.
Well, thank you, Mayor Donker, for that outstanding update. Let's give a round of applause again for our mayor and for the entire city team. We are so fortunate to have that leadership and vision. I get the pleasure now of helping as our second speaker sponsor, Michigan Sugar Company. We want to thank them for supporting the event today, and I get to, on their behalf, introduce the next segment, which is a traditional segment that we always really think is an important part of today's event. Michigan Sugar Company is honored to serve as the speaker sponsor for this portion, and now I have the privilege of introducing Sharon Mortensen to present this year's Citizenship Award. Sharon is the president and CEO of the Midland Area Community Foundation. Please join me in welcoming Sharon.
Well, good afternoon, and it's a pleasure to be with all of you, and many thanks to Maureen Donker, Mayor Donker, and our entire city staff, both elected and those that serve every day at the city, for the work that they do to help our community join together, overcome challenges, and be a community of choice for so many. And also, thanks for the way that all of you helped to live Midland's vision statement, which I know the mayor just mentioned, that is Midland County, an inclusive community, together, forward, bold, an exceptional place where everyone thrives. So in partnership with the Midland Business Alliance and the City of Midland, we present an award each year called the Citizenship Award. We present it at this annual State of the City address. And this award is to recognize an individual who's unselfishly committed to making the community a better place by encouraging and helping others to employ respect, civility, and inclusiveness to make a difference. This award is not for volunteerism, leadership, or philanthropy, but rather to call attention to the importance of how individuals engage in their community, looking for ways to bring about positive change. Now, it's important to note that there's a fundamental difference between being a resident and being a citizen. A citizen is engaged, active, and strives to make the community a better place. Additionally, a citizen brings ideas and concerns forward in a constructive, respectful manner in the face of a societal inclination toward divisive behavior. The goal of granting this award is to highlight the work of largely unheralded individuals who go about the doing in a manner that renders them an example to which other citizens would aspire to replicate. The award is meant to recognize individuals who are largely under the radar as they go about engaging in dialogue and action to bring about positive community change. So today, we're excited to introduce this year's award winner, Jim Malik, to you. Now, Jim, you can sit for just a minute while I talk about you, and then we'll have you come up here. And this individual, and I have to tell you, I also had to talk Jim into accepting this award, which I think tells you he should be the Citizen of the Year award, right? So he's been involved in community service for decades, quietly helping in a variety of ways. Jim illustrates how retirement can be a time of even greater service. Since his retirement from Dow Corning in 2000, he has sought additional ways to serve this community, and again, in a respectful, positive manner. And he's been very successful, as you'll see, in serving this community. He's a member of the City of Midland's Downtown Development Authority Board, serving since 2018. He's a downtown resident and is often seen walking and sometimes biking once the weather cooperates here, downtown, and participating in the many downtown events. He worked with the city to prepare a map to document the location of all the memorial benches that the city has installed, just kind of quietly volunteered to help do that. You'll often find Jim behind the scenes as part of the MCTV crew, providing access to city council, commission, board meetings, as well as other MCTV shows. And he's been a volunteer with them since 2000, the year of his retirement. The first MCTV show that he did was about fireworks. Now, while he's always been interested in fireworks, that sparked, get the pun? Okay. That sparked an even greater interest, and he's been helping with fireworks since that time at the Loons. Those of you at the Loons for a game when they do fireworks probably see Jim out on the field. He's helped with River Days. He's helped with July 4th. So when you see those beautiful displays in the sky, know that Jim's a part of making that happen. He also volunteers regularly at the Chippewa Nature Center and has for 25 years. He's a part of the team that boils maple sap into syrup. And if you've ever gotten one of those little bottles of maple syrup from the Chippewa Nature Center, you can say thank you to Jim and others like him that help. He's a demonstrator at the Maple Syrup Day. He assists with the Fall Harvest Festival. He helps with the native plant sale and the nature art show and sale each year. He's also a strong believer in the transformative power of education and has volunteered with the local chapter of the American Chemical Society, and he started 6 scholarship funds to help students continue their education. He also serves as a scholarship reviewer for Delta College. His service includes being part of the Midland County Parks and Recreation Committee, where he and his fellow commissioners look at parks, recreational assets, and use of lands to meet the needs of Midland County residents. He's also served on the Friends of the Pierre Marquette Rail Trail. His quiet, strong presence can be seen in other places in our community. He even volunteers as an usher at the Midland Center for the Arts. The question on our minds may be, how does Jim Malik manage to do all this as he brings about positive community change? And I think, again, this is an important award because it's how someone goes about it. How do they serve and bring about positive change? How do they inspire others to positively move towards change in our community in a respectful manner? So the Midland Area Community Foundation, along with the Midland Business Alliance and the City of Midland, is proud to recognize Jim Malik as our Citizenship Award winner. Jim exemplifies what it means to be a citizen who goes about setting an example of how to carry out business in a respectful and inclusive manner, choosing to give back again and again to the community. His ongoing service and conduct set an example for us all. So please join me in recognizing Jim Malik as a recipient of this year's Citizenship Award. And in addition, a donation will be made to the community organization of Jim's choice in his honor. So please join me in welcoming Jim up to the stage. And I'll turn it back over to Tony to finish us up here.
Well, thank you, Sharon. Congratulations to Jim for that well-deserved recognition. We're just about wrapping up our program. Do want to make sure that we again thank our mayor, Maureen Donker, our event sponsor, Three Rivers Corporation, our speaker sponsors, Dow Gardens and Michigan Sugar Company, the Midland Area Community Foundation, and all of you here at the Great Hall. We will be next week. A few people may be traveling. A few people may be doing great staycation options that we talked about. So Wake Up Midland won't be on the traditional first Friday. It'll be on the next Friday on April 11th. So we hope you'll join us here for Wake Up Midland. We've got a great presentation. A couple of our speakers touched on Midland Public Schools, bond question coming up, something that we're very supportive of, but we think it's most important for people to be informed and make informed decisions. So we hope you can join us on Friday, April 11th here. And with that, we just wish you a wonderful afternoon. We appreciate you joining us, and thank you again for all that you do for our community and our region.